So that's up to you, but if you would like confirmation, but again, it is a black dragon, so that's up to you.
Hathor speaks up. Well, Amon, do you want proof so that at least your mothers can rest knowing it wasn't one of the island's own animals? Yes. If you could give us proof, we could have something to bring back to the women so that they know we did the best we could, but as I said, we cannot fight an ancient black dragon.
I respectfully will bow my head and go to the raptor and say, let me talk to the cleric very quickly, and then I will be back. This should help. I'll be right back. And so I'm going to go talk to Icarus.
As you leave, the raptor flies up and they begin chittering and cawing to each other in their language. He's relaying the message of what you had said.
So I'm going to tell the party basically what's going on. So they're informed. I'm going to ask Icarus if he can contact the black dragon and just be really nice about it and just say it's in the fact that we're trying to hunt down the ancient black dragon. But this has happened, and try to nicely let him know that they thought it was him that did it. We don't want to have a conflict between all the creatures in the sky, you know?
Agreed.
It's the loudest water jug in the world.
I was going to say.
Sorry.
Glug, 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 glug.
I will mute next time. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
No, it's just everybody's faces were like, damn.
Everybody gets to the cake.
I will cast Sending to... I know his name started with an X. I just can't remember the full name.
Xanth.
Xanth?
Xanth.
Okay. Yeah, I will cast a message to him.
Doesn't say the name.
Oh, Kissan, thank you. Sending, I'll say Kissanth. This is Icarus of the Mandurlorians.
Is there a word limit with this?
25.
Kissanth, this is Icarus with Mandalorians. That's so you have 7 words down.
There seems to be an issue with Chaos Eagle eggs. They leave you to be the culprit.
2 more.
Love you, bye.
I love them.
I love them. No. No, please advise.
What'd you say?
Please advise or please respond, maybe.
Please respond. The message, it's a wire, right?
Mhm.
Your component. So as you speak into the wire, you see the tangs of it start to vibrate as the spell receives the words you said, and then it stops. After a few seconds, they start to vibrate again, and you hear in your head, I have not eaten the Chaos Raptor's eggs. They have an agreement with us. We do not attack each other's clutches.
Related to Ludder, just inform him that he has kept up his part of the agreement. And denies not touching the clutch.
Okay, perfect. So I'll go back over to the Winged Sphinx and
As you near, he's Ludder.
yes.
Do you smell cake?
Yes, I had some cake earlier, sir.
It's stronger than that.
One of our party members had cake on their head.
I see. I wish I had have asked now.
Sorry. The cleric spoke to Casanth and he said that it wasn't him and he was holding true to the agreement of those in the sky. So it's not him.
The blue markings on his face glow again as he relays the message up to the Chaos Raptors, and after a moment he looks up at you. They graciously thank you for finding the correct villain who stole their young. And as they said, we cannot fight an ancient black dragon, but at least we won't go to battle with an old friend.
That's good.
Is-
I wish I could give you guys more. My party and I, we are looking to battle this dragon. So hopefully we can solve this problem for you. But as you know, an ancient black dragon is nothing to bat an eye at. So,
Wait, you're going to fight this ancient black dragon?
and I look at him as menacingly as I can. Yes.
One moment. Hold, please. And his blue markings glow again. And you're headed to Fairview?
Yes, sir.
Farview?
Yes.
Some of the Chaos Raptors have deigned to offer you a ride in payment for preventing them from making a grave mistake. They'd like to fly you the rest of the way there. If you're willing, of course.
Yes. Yeah. That would be wonderful. Thank you. Again,
Might want to ask the rest of your party. Maybe not everyone is okay with flying.
no,
I
they'll
hear
be fine
barbarians
with
have a
it.
problem with it.
He loves to fly, actually. He's yeah, we're very eclectic.
I see that with the cake on your head. I see that. Eclectic.
Yeah.
I whistle and my griffin descends from wherever the fuck he was.
Your griffin begins to descend, and at the sight of the Chaos Raptors, he turns tail and runs.
God damn it, Leo. Well,
He's outnumbered 8-1, bro.
it was to attack.
He doesn't know that, and neither did they. It's just a fucking random ass griffin coming.
Why do your ghost creatures always leave you, Kriegan?
I don't know, Kriegan. I don't know.
Unintentional consequences?
Hang my head.
So I thank the Winged Sphinx, for his help, and if there's anything else that we can do, please let us know. But we're gonna try to set the islands here right.
You could do me a favor. Do not speak of my presence. I'm something of a legend in this area, and the fact that no one knows that I'm real means no one comes looking for me. You wouldn't believe the incessant amount of questions I get about, ask me a riddle. I want to solve your riddle. I don't have riddles. That's Egyptian sphinxes. I'm different.
Oh, well then, may I ask a personal favor?
Yes.
Can I touch your foot? If you're that of legend, just to be able to touch you would be a great honor. And if I'm going to my death, at least I can say I've touched something so glorious that most people don't even believe it exists.
Of course. And he holds out his paw.
I touch his foot. Thank you.
It is the softest fur you've ever felt besides bunny fur. Definitely not that of what a lion's fur would feel like. Although you've not touched a lion's fur because that would mean death.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of why she's like enjoying this. This is definitely flirting
Is this
with
one of
death.
those? Was one of those Nicholas the Fox moments from Zootopia's like, they never let me get this close.
Yes. They never. So,
He
Yeah.
if you're going to go out and fight the black dragon for all of us here on the island, and he reaches his paw up to his wings and pulls out a feather, take this for luck. It really has no magic to it, but for a person who collects things and he looks at the dragon scales in your hair, maybe it's something to remember me by.
I appreciate it. I'll be adding this in my hair. This is amazing. Thank you.
A fucking dub for Ludder.
Basically mitigating a CR 32 fight to nothing. She gets a feather.
Mm-hmm. Is it CR32?
There's 8 CR.
Oh, you're talking about this one.
This one, yeah.
Oh.
8 CR 13s and a
Ah.
CR 18. Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, Zealous, how many magic missiles would it take?
It's right in the top.
How did you just...
So-
That's why I didn't talk.
That's why we let Ludder talk. Yeah, that's right, you fucking sad boy. What you gonna do with that shit? Throw a magic missile up there, asshole? No, then turn around and fucking swallow you whole, bitch.
He casts Create Storm.
Well, I thank him again for the leaf not the leaf, but the feather, and I'm gonna hold it in my hands, and I won't tell anybody that you're here.
Oh.
This is awesome. Thank you so much. And
Oh, the feather does one thing.
what?
So the Sphinx smiles and then he bamps out of existence. And he appears 120 feet away. Is it 120? Yeah, 120 feet away. And he says in a loud voice, "It can also teleport 1 time." And he teleports back right next to you.
I kind of look at him and giggle. Then I'll never use it, because then I won't have a feather.
It doesn't consume the feather.
It doesn't?
Just
Okay.
the magic in it.
Okay, well then maybe if I'm dying, I might use it, to be fair.
It'd be nice to teleport, but this is such a pretty feather.
I'll die here.
So, Mander, since this is a legendary action that the Sphinx can do, you can use it as a reaction.
Oh shit.
Damn.
And the way that teleport works is you can teleport yourself along with any equipment you're wearing and carrying and 1 willing member of your party up to 120 feet to an occupied space you can see.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And just as a random statement, I love the glowing blue. That is so cool. That is really cool. I don't glow
It's a
any
mark
colors.
of my It's a mark of my kind.
I love that though.
Well, it is an ancient magic that we hold. Most of it revolves around time. Time, Grim.
Hmm.
I hear time is the most powerful of magics.
It can be. Although I hear great things about friendship.
No, nobody ever got into war because they didn't love each other enough, sir.
That's true,
Chronomancy,
but haven't wars been stopped because of love?
perhaps. Still, I appreciate it, and I can't necessarily speak to you, the Chaos Raptor friends, but let them know that, many thanks for them helping us travel where we need to go. Our Dragonborn might not be the happiest about it, but it'll be great.
I'll relay the message. Now, I'll get the rest of these Chaos Raptors back to their Ares. 2 should suffice to get you to where you need to be. And then I would ask that you let them go when you're done.
Of course.
And his face glows blue again.
Love that.
He flies up into the air, does a circle, and 6 of the Chaos Raptors follow him to the west. 2 land in front of you. And just to get an idea of how big they are, we'll do that. And there's Zealous right there. And
Oh
there.
shit!
That big boy.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them land and they lower their wings to the ground to allow you to walk up. These are about the same size as the messenger raven in the astral realm that you flew up to the top of the Towers of Night with.
So we're going full orbit here.
Somewhat. They're not saving you from anything. They're just making you travel faster.
Okay.
Just saving us from mud.
It's fucking Falcor.
Yeah! Going down, Peter. Yeah! You're kind of big, dude.
I make sure I start like I
Yeah.
push some people out of the way, and I make sure I am up front on the Eagle's deck because this is amazing.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
boop, boop, yep.
Your hand comes back chocolate as you push Zealous to the side, hitting the chocolate cake hat he has on his head.
I licked the chocolate off my head.
It knocks the cake to the floor. You hear somewhere there's a sad kid. Aww.
Fuck you, kid.
Hopefully they don't like the taste of cake.
And Kriegan, you are first up on one of these Chaos Raptors, and you're
Yay.
like astride its neck.
Can't wait.
I'll go behind him and wrap my arms around him.
Before I go to get up on the raptors, I'm going to go to the front of both of them and kind of bow my head and tell them I'm sorry about their babies. I don't think they can understand me, but I try to be as sympathetic looking as I can because I understand that they've had great loss for their group.
You start to talk in common, and then your voice lapses silent, and you telepathically relay that message to them via the Moon Maiden's blessing. And you see their eyes turn glassy, and you hear a voice back in your head. 'Twas the first clutch of the year, and there won't be another one till next year. The loss is great. I hope you kick the fuck out of that dragon.
We will. But thank you for helping us. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it a lot. You guys have been through enough.
It is not surprising that a surface dweller doesn't understand the ways of those of us who fly in the air. But no, we had to. The mistake that would have been made today would have been unforgivable. And it's a sin that I don't think any of us would want to live with for the rest of our many years left. So a short flight to the nearest town is a small price to pay for a lifetime of regret.
Fair enough. Still. Thank you. And I make my way to go get up on a giant eagle.
So we got Kriegan and then Zealous big spooning Kriegan. I don't know how that works. Kriegan's like 8 feet fucking tall.
I'm going in the other one.
Remember what happened last time you flew with me, Zealous? Just keep that in mind.
Krangor and Icarus and Ludder, obviously you guys can fit on the other one.
Okay. I look at both of them, and I just look at it where I saw my griffin fly up to, and I'm just like, fucking ridiculous.
What happened
Well-
to your griffin?
I was
It doesn't
informed
love
like a
him.
mere since we were gonna fly, and he ran away.
Oh,
I mean,
So
He might be behind a cloud somewhere, like poking over, like, are they gone?
I don't know. And I hop up on the griffin and I'm like, Ludder, do they need any food by chance?
I don't think so. They're going through a hard time, and I kind of explained what happened to their nests. And so they were going to go hurt the other dragon, but it was the wrong dragon.
An interesting thing. They've forgot Pepe. An interesting thing happens when you climb onto the back of the Chaos Raptor, and something through your link, speaking to its mind, you see these great tall trees with large nests interspersed throughout the branches, and they're all the edges where the nests are black and dripping with this green acid. You see cracked eggs and empty nests. Dead Chaos Raptors are on the ground, and the trees that they lived in are twisted and burnt. The ground is corrupted for no one knows how long. The acid's going to stay in the ground. Their home is destroyed.
Oh, goodness.
You kind of catch your breath as you see the image.
Do I get an idea of where it is that they live on the island?
You would notice that the way you sailed, which was, if you're looking, are you looking at the map of Isle of Morey?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys went up this way to go to Cair Corwell,
Mm-hmm.
and none of that terrain that you see on your voyage looks familiar. So it's not there. You've been up through from here over in your journeys, and it's not there either. You know the dragon lives up in this area, but that terrain is basically barren. So you know where it's not.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
After Ludder explains her like what happened to him, and it's before I get on, I just back up and I bow to both of them, and I know they don't understand me, but I say thank you for flying us, and I am sorry for your loss. And then I'll get on.
While they can't speak, they do understand common. And as you bow, they nod their head back. You guys all get on board, get situated, nuts to butts. And with a couple flaps of their mighty wings, you are aloft. 120 feet in like 4 seconds. Kriegan, this is amazing. The wind is rushing through you. This is faster than you've ever flown before.
Yeah.
You've flown, but not this high and not this fast. And since you're there and they're within 60 feet of you, they're going double their normal speed.
Let's go!
And we go into hyperspace.
They're going ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
We can't slow down.
We can't stop. It's
I'm
much too
smiling.
dangerous.
But the skin is coming off of my skull.
Yeah, your cheeks are. And as you fly higher and higher, they go 400, 500, 600 feet up. And you can see the entire island from where you're at. Let her roll me a perception check. You
minimum of
see,
10.
yeah. You see a black circle inside of the forest, somewhere in here. to the south of you.
Okay. Do I think that's where they live?
That would probably be, and they, if you say that out loud, in your head you hear, affirmative, child. That is where we live. That was where we lived. We'll have to make new areas now. Maybe travel south to High Peak and live amongst the mountains. Trees that were as old as our homes take millennia to grow that tall.
Well, let's deal with this first, and then hopefully when this is over, I can find you guys again, okay?
If you slay the dragon, we will be there.
When I slay the dragon, we'll get him. It's okay.
Excuse me. Yes, when you slay the dragon. You're gonna seed positivity here, guys.
They don't know what the fuck this bunny can do.
I'm an angry bunny. They burned up the forest and killed the eggs. That's bad.
That's bad.
As you fly, Ludder, you converse back and forth with the Chaos Raptors, and they convey to you like their kind of like their history. Like they came here, generations ago. They look up to rocks who are bigger than they are, and that's where they descend from. And they came to the Moonshaes to raise their young in peace. Their old home back in the Stormcrag Mountains was taken over by rock giants, and they had nothing but a good time to throw stones at their nests and knock them over, and they were losing young left and right. So they flew to the Stormshaes, and they've been here ever since. While most of the local population thinks that they are just predators, it is some of the more talented druids, and of course the dragon and the sphinx and any other highly magical creature knows that they are a very smart and sentient being, and that while they need to hunt to get food, they are peaceful in all other aspects. They want nothing more than to raise their families and to thrive. As you near Farview, they land about a half mile from the area, and the one that you're writing on letter says to you, we can not take you all the way there. We have an agreement with the druid of these parts that out of sight, out of mind, and in that aspect, she doesn't allow people to come into our forest, our part of the forest. Would you mind, and I apologize, but walking the last little bit?
No, not at all. Thank you. This has been more than helpful.
It has been very pleasurable talking to someone who actually can speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
Usually people just run away screaming.
No.
Kind of hurts after a while.
I can imagine. But all animals have their own cycles and their reasons for why they do what they do. And that doesn't mean that you doing your natural order doesn't work in the whole cycle of the environment that you're in.
The Chaos Raptor looking at you. Oh, my friend wants me to tell you, the Barbarian has the most amazing axe we've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we would love to see it being put to use against the dragon soon.
I'm sure he will use it. Trust me.
It has been an honor to carry you and your party. And thank you once again for saving us from making such a huge mistake. You are friend to the Chaos Raptors.
I appreciate it. And if you guys ever need, you can find me and I'll help.
and they bow to each of you in turn.
I will stickily extract myself from Kriegan's back.
It
And
does
get
make an
off of
audible
that.
sound.
Chris's face right now, legendary. Yeah, keep going, buddy. Keep going. I'm gonna kill you again. I killed you once. I'll
While
kill you
getting up,
twice.
I'm gonna bow to the
You're gonna die.
Chaos Raptors
He has a face.
in return.
Someone want to tell the barbarian it's time to get off?
Hey, Kriegan,
Yeah.
we made it. They said they're excited to see you use your axe against the dragon.
I'm pretty excited too. It's over?
Yeah.
Oh. I want to get off and act like I trip while I smack Shells in the face. Just, oh no! And not like to hurt him, just to push him away a little bit. Like, oh, these feathers are so slippery. And I have tripped.
And as you smack him, you hear this sound as the Chaos Raptors start to laugh at the show, which is obvious to everybody but you. It was a show. Roll me a performance check. Fuck it. We'll see how good
Let's
this is.
go! That didn't go on the table, did it? Son
Nope.
Of a bitch. It was a fucking 19.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Son of
Perfect.
So there he's like, he walks, he looks at his feet, looks at Zealous, looks at his feet. Oh no! And begins to trip forward and kind of like just taps you on the cheek.
Oh, you okay? That was so unfortunate what just happened right there. So
Oh
sorry.
yeah, here, let me help you. And I'll grab your hand with my cake-covered hand.
And your hand is now covered in cake.
And I look it off my head. Joke's on you. I like sweets, bitch.
Yeah, with that performance, we're gonna go with that performance check. And it's literally like you're trying to be like, I don't care, you're looking, but it's like you have this like sultry look in your face, like, I love chocolate. It's so good. And it might be mixed signals to Zealous, we don't know yet.
Fuck. Get kicked off the table. I have to kill somebody.
Kriegan,
Yep.
the Chaos Raptor turns to look at you.
Mhm.
Ludder, will you tell this one, before he leaves the island, you should meet up. I'll show him what real flying looks like.
Okay. And I tell Kriegan exactly what the raptor said.
That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
They're very excited for you to fight. They, just like you, they lost a lot this year.
Or
Now-
kill him. Something makes you feel better. I'm easy to oblige on that.
And I nicely take what he said very quickly and say, you know, our barbarian, as being one who has lost his entire clan, is very excited to be able to fight in the honor of you and your kind for the loss that you guys have had of your clutch this year.
That.
I am PR.
Tell him, I said, fuck your mother. He's actually very upset with you at this moment. He's not ready to talk and express his feelings.
He said, fuck your mother. He's really excited about the possibility of familiar relations and how they can expand and grow as part of our group.
So, as everyone gets off, the one that offered you the ride, Kriegan, jumps into the air and flaps his wings like as hard as he can. And in two flaps, he's 200 feet in the air. And then you see him fold his wings behind, like close to his body as he goes into a dive bomb. And then at the last minute, mere inches above the ground, he extends his wings and he crests into a flat glide and then starts to ascend.
I nudge Ludder. I'm gonna have to fucking try that. What the heck?
That's a good
I
move.
can pull it off. Yeah.
I think you
fucking
could pull it
amazing.
off.
I mean,
just see-
imagining how terrifying that would be for somebody to see.
But even still, if you fuck it up,
Terror.
no fall damage, right? Like you just
I just see Kriegan trying this over and over, just face planting
Eventually-
every fucking.
There's gonna be like divots in the ground like 20 feet long.
every night while anybody's trying to
Is it right
sleep,
from
you'll
above?
just hear El Flyo, and then he'll go, and then he'll crash. What's going on? Is there bombing outside? No, it's our friend. He's trying to dive bomb. He'll get it eventually. He saw a bird do it once. Now he's obsessed. El Flyo. El Flyo.
He's gonna get it one of these days.
What if I
Kriegan
smell
wakes
it? That'd
up
be
just caked in a layer of mud and dirt.
fine. Is there grass in my teeth?
It's like when you're an offensive lineman, your quarterback gets sacked and he comes back to the huddle and has grass in his face, smash. You're like, oh, let me just. Sorry. So in front of you, you see Fairview. As you arrive, you see a small village surrounded by a wooden palisade. The village is situated on the western coast of Morey and is the home to a group of fierce Northlanders pledged to Jarl Ralt. For those of you in chat and in here that don't know, Jarl is like Earl, but for like Vikings. So that. The air is filled with the sound of axes and chopping wood and hammers pounding nails as the villagers repair and maintain their defenses. The nearby Shaneth Forest is the primary source of wood for the village, and you can see numerous lumberjacks and woodworkers at work. As you approach the gate, you see several Northlander warriors standing guard. As you approach, you hear a voice from the top of the wall. Greetings, adventurers. I am Aleri, Druid of Farview. Thank you for responding to our message. The lizard folk are waiting for you in the village. They wish to speak with you regarding their alliance with the Blackblood tribe. I urge you to proceed with caution, for these are dangerous times. And as you look, the druid looks like that.
I pointed her. See, I told you it was a magical message.
As Zealous's comment dies down, she pauses, taking a deep breath before continuing. The lizard folk are not all savages. Some seek a better future and are willing to fight for it. I've seen this with my own eyes, but the Blackbloods, they'll stop at nothing to awaken Khosgaroth. We cannot let that happen. If you would like to go to talk to the lizard folk now, I can lead you to them. If you would like to take a few moments to gather yourselves and rest, we can do that as well.
Yeah, we can take a little break if that's good, everybody.
I could use a rest.
Now, mind you, just a short rest.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. Little,
You said it was like midnight when we were in the mud.
well, you know, that shouldn't do.
Have you not watched any of my Saturday morning group?
Sunday morning group.
Sunday morning group?
I haven't been able to.
They just got their first long rest last session.
After
They're on
like 7
session
sessions.
9.
Yeah.
And you're going, I want another long rest. You just had a long rest.
But yeah.
Conservation.
short rest, though?
What was that, Kriegan?
Ash and the group were cool with a little short rest. A little shorty rest.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Little nappy poo, if you will.
During them getting their short rest, I'll be talking to the druid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your hit dice. And as you guys hunker down and lean up against the wall, some of the workers like reach down and they share a wineskin with you or some water. They bring out a plate of like cold, like preserved meats and breads, some local herbs that have a bitter taste, but actually taste fairly good when mixed with the bread and meat.